I'm James Crawford, pastor of Christ Church here in Crawley, West Sussex. The church has been going since 1996 and been in the current venue here in Southgate since 2008.
I remember a number of years ago when I had a phone call from one of the trustees of Southgate Hall at Crawley to ask if I could come along to a trustees meeting of the property trustees. And I went along a few days later to their meeting, and they were explaining to me how they were having difficulty in finding new trustees. The assembly that occupied the building was about to close, and they really didn't know what they should be doing with the building. And I spent some time with them explaining what we do as Church Growth Trust in terms of holding properties and then being able to find new evangelical churches to occupy them and to use them for the future. And they were so delighted with that they actually wanted to give me the keys at the meeting for the building. And I had to say to them, well, no, you need to make that decision as trustees and then come to me afterward. And it was an exciting time because within 6 months of them making that decision to gift us the property, we had not only sorted out all the legal issues in terms of transferring the property to us, but also found a church that was reaching the local community that was interested in taking on the building. And we were delighted to let the building to them. They have now carried out considerable works to the building to improve it, and they are doing a very effective work at reaching the local community with the gospel.
Our partnership with Church Growth Trust has been something that's been invaluable to us as a church. They've enabled us to develop in areas where we've not been able to before, and their commitment to us as a local church in helping us develop the church property as a place to work from and a base to reach the community from has been incredibly beneficial, not only to us but then also to the community. When I think of what the building was like when we first moved in, it's very different from what it is now. Everything was a little bit tired and of a different generation. Coming in as a new group and a new church to take on the building meant that we could really make it our own. We had to knock down walls. We were able to replace all the windows with UPVC. But one of the key things about working together as a church, doing it ourselves as well as having the professionals come and do the areas that we couldn't do, it meant that there was an incredible sense of ownership and partnership as a people, and the memories of fun days with the whole family digging out parquet flooring and moving old furniture and filling skips, and in actual fact, not everything was thrown away. The investment of the Church Growth Trust in us as a church through allowing us to use this venue is something that we're indebted to them for, but we don't take for granted or lightly. It's enabled us to do so much more, and the partnering with them has been something that has opened so many different things that we really value their input and their trust in us as a church community with something that God has entrusted them. And that legacy that they've given us as a people and as a church is something that will probably carried on and certainly be remembered by myself for a very long time, but will be carried on in this church, I think, for many, many years to come. And so their input and trust in us as a people and as a church with something that is so important is something that we really value and appreciate and constantly thank God for.